Hello, and welcome to the Homeowner's Guide to Stormwater video series, presented by the Westmoreland Conservation District. This is Part 4, How Do I Manage Stormwater at Home? In this video, we will explain how you can use the worksheets in your Municipal Stormwater Ordinances Appendix to measure your project, calculate the stormwater runoff, and decide the best way to manage it for a small project. A small project is where land improvements are being made and, according to your local ordinance, will generate enough new stormwater runoff that it has to be controlled. This is to protect neighbors below you. Stormwater runoff from a new roof or paved area can be controlled by using the best stormwater management practices recommended in the appendix of your ordinance and described in this video series. An example of a small project is a homeowner wants to build a 2-car garage, pave a new driveway to the garage, and maybe even pave an existing gravel driveway to their house. Combined, the size of this project falls into the small project square footage for new impervious area set by the local ordinance. The first thing you need to do is consider how your project fits in with the rest of the buildings, pavements, and other features currently on your property. You can start by taking a good look at your property and making a sketch plan on paper using sticky note stickers and markers to show the approximate location and relative size of the features on your property. This plan will be a bird's eye view to show the relationship of your new project to what is already there. Once you have a good idea of what you are planning to do, take a look at the worksheets included in the appendix of the ordinance. These worksheets and their instructions walk you through the calculations to determine how much stormwater your new roof or paving will create. Using the worksheets, you can do your own calculations and make your own design decisions for managing your stormwater without hiring a professional. To fill out the worksheet, you need to add everything up. Using the garage and driveway example we just showed, the numbers would look like this. The new garage, 24 feet by 36 feet, will be 864 square feet. The new driveway to the garage, 12 feet wide by 50 foot long, is 600 square feet, and an existing gravel driveway, newly paved, 24 feet wide by 50 foot long, would be 1,200 square feet. The total new impervious area equals 2,664 square feet. This is greater than the 500 square foot limit set for no harm in the local ordinance, but less than 3,000 square feet set for a small project. So in this community, it meets the requirements for a small project. These square foot areas should be entered into Table 1 of the Small Project Stormwater Management Worksheet. In the first column, list what type of impervious surfaces you are planning, the garage, the new driveway, or whatever you are planning. And then the square foot area of each goes into the second column. These numbers are then multiplied by the inches of rainfall that your municipality has listed in the ordinance to capture, 1 or 2 inches. For this example, we're using a 2-inch rainfall. The multiplier is 0.167 to determine the cubic feet of runoff. Each line is then added together to determine the total stormwater volume to control, and this is listed on the line below the table. Once you have determined the amount of stormwater you need to manage, then you will need to consider the different types of management practices that are available to you, how much stormwater they can manage, and what fits best on your property. The worksheets will also help you through the design for some of the most common best management practices to control stormwater runoff. These practices include stone-filled infiltration trenches or dry wells, rain gardens, permeable paving, and planting trees. Later videos in this series will go into more depth on these management practices. Follow the instructions through the rest of the worksheets to fill out tables 3 through 9. These will help you find out how much stormwater can be controlled by the recommended best management practices. The tables and instructions in the worksheets help direct you to the best and easiest way to control stormwater on your property. The numbers you come up with are summarized in Table 6 of the worksheet and then added back into Table 2 for the final numbers that your municipality will need to see. Using your original sketch plan that shows the relationship of the new improvements with your existing features, you can show the best management practices that will meet the stormwater requirements. Here, the plan shows that an infiltration trench 4 feet wide, 4 feet deep, and 70 feet long, filled with stone, can be located below the new garage and driveway to capture the amount of runoff that this project will be generating. A small project requires that you complete the small project worksheets and submit it to your municipality for their review. A complete package should include a narrative explaining what you plan to do, a sketch plan showing your project plans and the proposed stormwater management of your project, and the small project stormwater management worksheet from the ordinance's appendix with the calculations of what you are planning to do. You will also need to sign an agreement with your municipality that shows that you will be responsible to maintain the stormwater facility in good working order. An example of this is also in the appendix of the ordinance. Finally, make sure that if you are digging, you include plans for erosion and sediment controls to ensure muddy water does not leave your property when rain comes during your project. Once you submit everything to your municipality, including any fees they may need to process and review your plan, you may need to make a few adjustments. They may also request that you send a copy to the Westmoreland Conservation District for review. Work with your municipality to come up with the best plan you can to protect others from stormwater issues that can be caused by your project. Finally, once your plan is approved, follow it to the best of your abilities. Notify the municipality if you have to make any major changes. Then make sure you maintain all the good work you have done so it continues to protect you and others. You can learn more by continuing to watch the Homeowner's Guide to Stormwater Management video series. Contact your municipality or visit westmorelandconservation.org to review the Homeowner's Guide to Stormwater and Toolkit pages. Thank you for joining us for the Homeowner's Guide to Stormwater Part 4. Join us next time for Part 5, How Do I Find Help to Manage My Stormwater?, where we will explain what to look for in a consultant and contractor for your project. This video series is presented by the Westmoreland Conservation District.